The Bostonian is Matt Perrault.
This is our city.
The book is Dave Sharapan.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Together, they are The Bostonian versus The Book.
You covered 12. Covered!
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus The Book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a two-day live show right here at Resorts World out in front of Redtail. He is Dave Sharapan. I'm Matt Perrault, and welcome to a Thursday night edition of the Bostonian versus the Book. This is a rarity for us to be on this late at night on the East Coast, 3 o'clock on the West Coast, as we take you up to Penn State and Notre Dame. Obviously, we know who Dave is cheering for based upon the hat. How are you,
What
sir?
is that
We got a lot
color,
to get going on.
What is that color are you wearing in that hat?
This is my green hat.
That's green.
This is my green hat.
Yeah. Okay. That's.
I told you where I was.
I know.
told you where I was.
That's fine.
We're on the Irish tonight.
Good luck.
We're going with the Irish tonight.
I hope it's a good game.
I hope
I
so
really
too.
hope it's a good game. We got a great place here to watch it.
We do.
We're going to be here. It's quiet right now, which is good. You guys might hear the background music, but we're all set. We set in LA, making sure we're good.
Yeah.
And there's people watching all over, getting ready. It is weird, though. I walked through the book.
Yep.
There's no buzz.
Yeah.
It's a Thursday night. Like, it's just different.
I think there's going to be a build up to this every year as to it gets better and better and better, because I think for year one, a lot of people don't know what to expect. And so there's a big contingent of people who believe this should be a 14 playoff. This should not be an 8 or 12 or 16 team playoff. And so the games we saw earlier being as blowout and chalky as they were, that there's not like this Cinderella
You
story.
think that may have had an effect.
Yeah, I think people were sort of like, okay, well, we've already seen these teams play. We're not really in love with any of them. The top 4 seeds are all out. Every seed that had to bye is bounced. All the conference champions are out. So what is this? Like how excited are we?
Big schools playing for the championship. That's what it is.
It is, but it's regional.
Middle of the country.
It's a regional thing.
Penn State,
This is a big
Ohio State,
West
Notre
tournament
Dame.
now, right? 3
Yeah,
teams
I
in the
guess.
Midwest
Yeah.
and 1 team from Texas.
Right.
So you don't have the coast. There's no one on the West Coast out here. So I think if USC got into this, I think we would feel more buzz in Vegas. I think on the East Coast, if you had more powerhouse East Coast schools in this thing, I think you'd feel more buzz naturally for this here in Vegas.
I don't say it. There's no SEC team. I mean, there is in Texas, but there's no blue blood SEC team.
Yes, right.
Which is taking away maybe from some of the steam.
Correct. And there's not a real – I know you guys in Penn State don't like Notre Dame, but I don't think people traditionally think of Notre Dame and Penn State being rivals. They don't see the hatred.
The schools do.
The schools do, but the nation doesn't.
Right.
So I don't think
Well,
people,
there have been some monsters. It's been a while, though. Like, there have been some monsters.
I mean, I've been covering college football for over 20 years.
Yeah, the 90s. Before you were in high school.
Nothing comes to mind where I go Penn State, Notre Dame, and it pops in. And I go, okay, I remember that game. That was incredible.
They've been playing the game all week, like thinking about it. So 2007,
like John Carter type, like this is like a long
before that.
Okay, a long time ago.
Yeah,
we haven't seen it. And the Irish, frankly, haven't been 2 wins away from a national championship in a long time themselves. So, and there's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of people do not like Notre Dame. They don't like the Irish. This is the biggest fan base, in college football. It's the most endowed fan base in college football. They have the most money and they spend
endowed.
Yeah, money.
I just
how much money they got.
Sure.
But big things like that too. I mean, that would be in their world.
They don't have those big things. We're keeping it clean.
In their world, they tend to think it's the same. So bank accounts and other sizes. So I mean, they all have private jets. So
they do
big long.
Boy.
Long things.
Joey Pauls was telling me about a guy. He got a house in South Bend just to go to the game.
Oh yeah, I buy that. Sure. course. Yeah, absolutely.
Because apparently it's not a lot of hotels.
No, it's like Green Bay,
really hard
Wisconsin.
to get by, or to get to. I mean.
Yeah, like Green Bay is the same way. People buy houses around Lambeau Field just to go to games, like just tailgate. They don't want. They just buy it just to drive up in Minneapolis, from Milwaukee, and just have a house up there just to go to games. So they use it like 8 times a year.
Right.
That's it. If you got the money, why not? I mean, I would do it. If I got the money, I would be able to just have a 8-day, 8-night place.
Show up on a Thursday, hang out all weekend.
Yeah, it's easy, right?
Place the park and all that other stuff.
Wow. So how this is going to go today, we're going to talk to people from Zook Nightclub. We're going to talk to people from Red Tail. We're going to talk to people from the book here at Resorts World. It's just going to be kind of like we're going to talk football with you guys in the chat. You guys have topics you guys want us to talk about. There's no rundown for us here today because we're going to bounce around from topic to topic. We'll have a better to book it. Talk about the games. There's some college basketball games that have my attention here tonight, including I can't believe I bet an American East.
That's a you problem.
I bet America East. UMass Lowell up against Vermont.
What was the line?
I bet the over 136. Line is 6 for Vermont. Vermont is 2-8 this year.
Are they on the road?
Those two teams played in the America East Championship game last year. An awesome game up in Vermont. Different type of year for Vermont. They're not nearly as good as they have been in years past. UMass Lowell. Patrick gets a really good dude. We should get Patrick on the show, actually. Yeah? We should go get him on the air. He's a really cool story.
I want to talk about a wonky schedule in college basketball. Thursday nights are going to be wonky.
Well, your conference has decided to take it over. It's really interesting. The Big Ten has decided.
Teams. They got to play every night.
The Big Ten has decided that Thursday night's going to be your night.
They got Friday nights, too.
There's 2 good games. There's 1 good game tomorrow. UCLA, Maryland plays tomorrow. Rutgers and Purdue play tonight. And Ohio State and Oregon play tonight in the Big Ten. So
Minnesota, Wisconsin tomorrow, too.
Yep, that's tomorrow. That's on a bad game.
UCLA, Maryland, a much better game.
Much better game, yeah. Nothing says Big Ten basketball like
UCLA and Maryland. Friday night, baby.
College sports is so upside down, it's crazy. They make absolutely no sense on this. But this number, okay, tonight for Penn State and Notre Dame, it's a pick.
Yep.
So we have seen the late move come here on Penn State. Being a book guy, does it make you feel good that your team is getting to eat here an hour plus from kickoff?
I mean, some places flipped it completely. It's -1.
Wow, Franklin goes off as a favorite. We thought it might happen.
Yeah. I mean, one of my guys just sent me a text while I was driving down here and said, hey, just so you know, if it makes you feel better, 2 of my sharpest guys have Penn State, but they took +2.5. I don't think you got to worry about it. I don't think the spread. If the spread comes into play today, you might have to get me help off of one of these couches where we're going to sit here and watch.
Might need to.
It's going to be nerve-wracking as hell.
Which, by the way, you can come up to the game here at Red Tail. They've got a couch set up for us, so we've already purchased a little area for us. So if you are in town, if you're in Vegas and you want to come down and you want to hang out with us, if you're in town for CES or you're in town for whatever reason, come on down. You can park here for free if you get a card, a player's card.
Yep.
So you can park here for free and you come on in. If you're walking off the strip, just go look for the district sign. And we're literally like steps away from the district entranceway for Resorts World. And you come right over. We're across from Mulberry Street Pizza, if you know where that is. You can see it in the guest shot. When we have guests, you'll be able to see it. But we're right across the way from it. And so you can come and hang out and watch the game with us. Carter's playing, right? We're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if he's not, this line move is not right.
Right. Okay. He's playing.
He's playing.
Yeah, I'd be stunned if he's not going to play. Yeah. He has to be the best player tonight for Penn State on the field. The best player wearing a Penn State uniform has to be Abdul Carter. If it is, you guys can win the game.
Oh, yeah. He has to play the best player. One of the running backs can be the best player tonight.
See, I can't see it. That's why I'm on Notre Dame, because I don't think you're running the ball tonight. This is all going to be on your quarterback, and I think Carter's got to have strip sack, fumble. Leonard's got to turn the football over. You've got to make him look like an average quarterback or a guy that just isn't. The moment's going to be too big for him. Saying, a kid from Duke's not going to go and beat us. It's not happening. So we're going to make him throw picks. We're going to have strip sack fumbles. We're going to make him make mistakes. Your defense has to win this game. I don't trust your offense. The wide receivers have to make big plays too when they have shots, because I think You're going to see the pass rush. They're going to blitz you guys. They're going to make you guys get rid of the football fast. Your wideouts are going to have to play well.
If Freeman takes the approach that they take Warren away, one of the wide receivers has to make a big play. There has to be a plus 30 type pass play to get them just to back off a little.
Right.
Because if they double Warren the whole game, which why wouldn't you? If you you take him away,
right,
and then you go, okay, we put pressure on. There's no time to throw. I mean, that's the blueprint to beat them. So the only way to combat that is screens, and one of the running backs has a big game. I don't know which one it is. I really don't. But
what do you make of there is the James Franklin concern? Like, are you able to just overlook that and look past that and not worry about that and not have any concern with James Franklin?
I'm not worried about it right now. Okay. Will I be worried about it in the third quarter with the game tied? Maybe. It's one of those situations where, oh, brother, we've seen this so many times. I mean, they had first and goal from the 2 at Penn State, down 7 to Ohio State. Warren didn't touch the ball. The offensive tackle ran in motion twice, and they didn't score. It was one of those, again, situations. And now, I don't want to say I'm worried that could happen again, where they get in a clutch spot and they don't have a plan.
Right.
But they could get in a clutch spot and make the wrong decision again, and everybody's left wondering, dressed like me and wearing all the Penn State stuff, going, how does this keep happening?
Well, I think neither coach has a great track record. So that's the one angle. If you come down to it and go, all right, so who has the coaching advantage? Well, James Franklin as a favorite is a great coach, but it's a 6 to 24 point favorite, not a 1 point favorite.
Yeah.
But what has Marcus Freeman done? I mean, Marcus Freeman, the same coach who lost to Northern Illinois at home.
They beat Texas A&M on the first game on the road.
Okay.
I mean, they just beat Georgia on a neutral.
Well, with a backup quarterback. Who
they went on the road and won. Oh, no, they didn't go on the road in Indiana. Indiana came in.
Yeah, they killed Indiana at home.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll be curious to see, if Marcus Freeman wins this game, there are some people who are thinking that Marcus Freeman might be headed to the pros, that there could be a job or two with the Bears that may be very interested in hiring Marcus Freeman.
Speaking of which, I sent you the text while I was driving, which, again, I wasn't supposed to do that. Right. But I got the text that the Raiders fired the GM.
Yes. Which should have happened the same day they fired the coach.
Awkward that it wasn't.
Yeah, weird.
And then I went, oh, no, maybe this guy is trying to,
Belichick?
Well, he said it today. And Lombardi went on the tour and said he's not staying. I mean, he's staying.
Not going.
He's not leaving.
Right.
But they're cleaning house here.
Of course. And so they maybe not Bill, but for someone to come in who wants that type of level of control, who wants to come in. I mean, Telesco didn't do a horrible job as a GM, but it wasn't very good either. He missed out on a couple of really big draft picks that they had. It wasn't really his fault that you had wide receivers get drunk here in town and go 200 miles per hour on the back streets of Vegas. But, I mean, those things really impacted the overall direction that the franchise went. Derek Carr wasn't handled very well on his exit from the franchise either. So you're just talking about a variety of different problems that have happened with this organization here. And Tom Telesco, not to say that he won't get another job somewhere, but you're going to move on from a head coach after 1 year. If I'm a coach coming in, I don't want to work with Tom Telesco. I don't want to work for a GM that's the guy who could be a lame duck GM. That you change that position on me, and all of a sudden now I'm screwed. I don't want that at all. So now you come in and say, new GM, new head coach.
Rabel's coming here.
Who?
Rabel.
As a what? Head coach? Who's the GM?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. This opened the door for me.
It's done.
You think
it's done?
Oh, I don't know.
Everyone, it's done. You literally had the DC from the Lions turn down the Patriots today as an interview request because it's a sham interview. Everyone's like, it's a sham interview. That's why he said no. He didn't want to come here. Patriots are hiring Mike Vrabel.
The rule thing is so
awkward. They're hiring Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel saying no to the Patriots and coming to the Raiders. You have to explain to me what makes this job in Vegas better than Drake May. Because you have to have a quarterback, and there's no quarterback here. So you're going to draft a rookie and feel good about whatever quarterback you get at 6? Get a 6th pick in the draft. There may be
your guy.
There may be no quarterbacks there at 6. Who's your guy?
I don't know. Well, yeah, Vrabel and Brady. Brady's going, look, we're going to trade up, get this guy, or we're going to this.
I guess. I mean,
I don't know. I think
the Raider job,
the
Patriot job is so much better than the Raider job. For Vrabel, I could see it from a Belichick standpoint because Bill wants full control. So you fire Telesco and offer at the time, hey, you'll be GM and coach, Bill. Come over here. You run everything. Bring all your people. Bring Lombardi. Bring everybody you just brought to North Carolina. You can come to Vegas and you can run the whole thing. And you can spend the next 5 years getting your son ready to coach in the NFL, not college. Do that. That would make sense to me. But I just think it's just about finding the right coach GM combination. And look, Tom wants Vrabel, but I don't think Vrabel, unless he's going to get paid an exorbitant amount of money to be the coach of the Raiders. You talked about it yesterday. Look at the division you're having to walk yourself into.
That's not easy.
I mean, you could be out in 3 years. Come here and lose. I mean, that's it. And Brady can only keep you around for so long before the fan base revolts. I mean, Raider fans aren't in love with Tom Brady.
Did you see the story today that Tom Brady will not be announcing within a year? Like, I think it was Awful Announcing put out a story today that he's not going to even be announcing in a year.
He shouldn't announce anymore, period.
Stop now?
Just stop now.
It's only been 1 year.
Tom's awful. He's awful.
Wow.
Brady is absolutely atrocious.
I don't watch the games with this.
Oh, he is atrocious. Like he is. I love Tom Brady, and as a personality, unfiltered Tom is what everybody loves. Corked and controlled Tom is awful. He can't say anything. Right. He says nothing on the broadcast that I don't see with my own eyes, and he says nothing on the broadcast that adds to it. He hurts Kevin Burkhardt. I mean, Kevin Burkhardt's one of the best broadcasters we have. Brady, I love him. Brady hurts him. Brady holds him back because Kevin has to carry Tom Brady, and I think the worst thing in the world is working with somebody as a broadcaster. You have to work with somebody you got to carry. You don't want to carry anybody, and you got to carry Brady. If you're Burkhardt, you got to get him comfortable. You got to tee him up properly. You got to get him to a place where he feels comfortable addressing a topic that's not going to get him in trouble. It's a joke. I mean, Brady was paid a lot of money. I know what Fox did. I'm not saying that, Tom is the worst. He's not the worst, but I do think that they moved out guys who were pretty good at the broadcasting game to give Tom Brady this position. And up to this point, it's been an abject disaster. It's a complete mistake.
You guys in the chat, you like Tom Brady doing the games?
Nobody does.
Really?
Nobody? No one likes Tom Brady. You can't like Tom Brady.
I know, but you can't even have a pass. Like, it's not going to get better?
No, it's not going to get better. Why would it get better?
Reps?
No. I don't think it's going to get better.
Wow.
Brady, one of the fun things about Tom Brady was that he would say things that would be so, like, you wouldn't expect Tom Brady to say.
Right.
He can't do that because of the muzzle he's got on him for the coaches, from the league. Because someone says it in the chat, he can't go watch the practices for anybody.
That has to, so I guess
it stinks. Like, you want to go to the games, but you also want to go to the practices. You want to be able to watch and talk to these coordinators and talk to these, not the head coach.
So, like, he can't watch the 22?
No. He can watch a game 22, but he can't watch practice on 22. No. He can't watch anything. He can't be on site, not able to go.
I would love to know what he thinks, like, after watching practice on Friday and sitting through the walk.
G-Stout says it. He's horrible. I love Tom Brady. I'm a huge TB12 guy. I think Tom would be better off doing his podcast every week and just ripping coaches and ripping quarterbacks and just being unfiltered and just destroy people, because that's when people are like, that's good content. I like Tom Brady talking about the truth. No one likes someone who's milquetoast and boring. You're going to say what
Ian
you
Lights Out said he's trying to act like what he thinks a normal person acts like.
I think he's fair. I think it's a good point. I would agree with that.
Chicago Kristen coming in hot. The ladies like Brady in the box.
I thought we were taking a clean shot.
That's clean. That's clean.
Whose box again?
The box.
Okay.
Not anybody's personal box.
Not anybody's personal.
No.
Luxury box. Okay.
Right.
Sure. Yes. Right. Yes.
Okay, so I mean, like that was big news because we were surprised
By
yesterday that he stayed.
That's a
Like,
rumor
that was
that Tom is going to stop.
No. The Tedesco was fired. The
Oh.
GM was fired.
That's not to me. That had to happen. That was just part of it. Was shocking that he wasn't fired.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We were shocked yesterday that he wasn't. So today, that's not shocking. Right.
Yeah, it's not.
That's fine.
He has to get fired. I mean, he has to be. He has to be. Hi. He has to be let go. Now,
It's not what you think, boys.
they can hear us.
No, I know. They thought I was, my daughters are watching. Everybody's
okay.
watching. Relax.
Coming in hot. They're all luxurious. What's that word? What's Roger
The
launching?
boxes.
Oh,
Luxury
luxurious.
boxes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some ways, yes, I guess so.
Yeah.
I think as a Raider observer that because we're here in town, I think the job is garbage. I think the Raiders are an absolute clown show at the moment.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's coaching that team. I don't know who's coming here because when Antonio Pierce got the job, you and I both were in agreement that he had gotten the locker room behind him. And he got the job because people thought that he was going to get the guys to play hard and rally.
And that went.
Well, Adam Hill
South
told us
fast.
that.
Yeah.
Adam Hill came on BVB after he got the job and said, yeah, guys, it's awesome that he's got the locker room. Can he coach? Because if he can't, he's going to be out in 1 year.
Fast.
I should go pull that clip because Adam was right because he said it. Look, the rah-rah stuff goes only so far. You have to be able to win, game plan, strategize, and have your coaches be on the same page for that matter. And so, look, he had a tough bill with the quarterback situation. AOC was drafted way too high. He did
Vince Lombardi wouldn't have won here with the situation with the quarterback.
Yeah, a quarterback was bad. Whether Jimmy Garoppolo's situation really petered out and went south in a hurry, and now they've got to draft the next quarterback and find who that guy is going to be. But Antonio Pierce left them a big stinking pile on their doorstep because he won 2 games. They had 2 wins, and they should be with the number 1 pick. I mean, frankly, they should have lost the games they won. But Antonio Pierce, when he was asked about it, he said, "Go ask Tom Telesco." So there was clearly a disconnect between those 2 guys about what to do. But just like,
Well, I mean, if you say, all right, we're going to try to lose, we're going to start this guy or whatever, and then the players win the game or the other team plays worse than your tank job, can't control that. But if you say you're going to lose it, okay, I'll play ball. Am I staying?
right. Yes. And the answer was no. So he said, okay, I'm going to go win. And that's what Mayo did. I mean, but you heard 50 come on the show last week. Mayo knew before the game began in week 18 that you're out. You went, okay, guess what? I'm playing the backup quarterback.
Joe Milton.
We're running our full offense, and Joe Milton, go ball, kid, because he looked awesome. Joe Milton went up there against 2s and 3s. The Bills were like, we ain't playing anybody. Josh Allen ain't taking more than 1 snap. And
So does Joe Milton stay as the backup?
oh, yeah, Patriots love him.
Okay.
Oh, he's a great backup for May. They play very similarly. Milton's got a cannon for an arm. He just doesn't know where it's going half the time.
Okay.
So, like, when he starts to develop, Joe Milton could be an NFL quarterback in a couple of years.
Do you remember Matt Flynn
Yes, of course.
in that game that he had? He had the last game of the season. You guys will remember it. Green Bay guys.
Yep.
Rodgers sits. Matt Flynn plays against the Lions.
Balled
Throws
out.
for 6 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And gets a ridiculous free agent contract from the Seahawks. And is out of football in a year.
Didn't work out very well for him.
A year.
Yeah.
Like maybe 2. And it was done. So, I mean, did Joe Milton play himself into some money?
No, because the Patriots are going to keep
You
him.
just know, like, Joe, thanks for being a team guy. Sit down. You're Drake's backup. No
Correct.
problem.
Yeah.
We'll take care of you.
He knows he needs to develop it. And if Josh McDaniels is the new offensive coordinator with the Patriots, they'll have a guy that they will develop. And they will.
Are they bringing him back again?
It's going to be Vrabel and Josh. That's the OCDC. Vrabel run the defense. Josh runs the offense. It's great. I mean, that's some guys are meant to be coordinators. Josh McDaniels is 100% meant to be an OC, and that's it. So let him run the offense. Let him work with
Was he
Drake
out
May.
of football this past season?
I believe so. Yes, he didn't coach at all anywhere. I mean, why?
As a Patriots guy, that's what you want. Bring the boys all back home.
Oh, I'm cool with bringing Josh back. Oh yeah, I'm cool with bringing Josh back. Yeah. Bring him back. Have him be there. Have the trust factor be back. The one thing that I don't like, the one thing that's needs to be done, and I hope Vrabel starts to do it, is there needs to be some recognition that the past is gone and that it's time to move forward. Like it's time to establish the next wave of Patriot talent. Like,
so you're going to bring back all the old guys
correct.
that were there.
That's my point. You have to be willing to do that. You got to be willing to say, hey, I know Josh is from the old regime and I played for Bill and all these different things, but we need to start to identify players that will be part of the next generation of Patriot greatness. I hope that happens because right now the Mayo hire was literally trying to hang on to the past. Like that was literally
he was there. He was already inside.
But player and coach. Right. And Bill was like, you're going to replace me? Sure you are. Well, and then Robert was like, you're my guy and you're my hand-picked guy. It was supposed to have been a year or two later, and he got thrust into it. That's why Robert Kraft said this was as hard as it was when I had to bury my wife, was because of the fact that I had to say goodbye to Gerard Mayo because this is not his fault. This is my fault.
Yeah.
I screwed up. And I give Kraft credit for standing up there and saying, this is my fault. I messed up, so I'm going to pay for it. I'm going to write the check.
Media with multi-billion dollars in the bank has to be the easiest gig ever. I mean, Jerry Jones.
But why do some guys screw it up?
I have no idea. Kraft put that sport coat on, looked everybody right in the eye and said, I put my guy in the wrong bad spot.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
And I'm going to write him a check. And here's your parachute to land, and you're all good. Jerry Jones won't do that. That's Jerry Jones' problem. Jerry Jones won't do those mea culpas and say, hey, I made a mistake.
He's never made a mistake.
He won't do that. Right. I drafted the wrong guy. I gave the wrong free agent too much money. So Kraft gets credit for doing that, but I think the way the NFL is right now with these coaching searches, and we talked about the Bears there with Marcus Freeman, everybody wants to be comfortable with the guy they hire. The fans have to be comfortable. The front office has to be comfortable. The ownership's got to be comfortable. Dan Campbell wasn't comfortable. Dan Campbell made everybody uncomfortable.
Well, the only people that were comfortable were the Lions people. They're like, that's our guy.
That's our guy.
And you can say whatever you can. And we got you.
And he did. And the fans and the media and everyone was like, this guy's a clown.
There was a lot of hesitation. A lot.
So I'm not saying you need to retread and find the next Dan Campbell, but I do think there needs to be belief with the ownership because Dan Campbell sucked in year one and made a lot of crazy comments in year one. And they're like, we're staying behind this guy. You have to stay behind your coach. Whoever you hire. And this is the one thing I give your Steelers a ton of credit for doing. It's this idea that when we hire you, I'm confident enough to believe in my own process. And I know that when I identify you as my guy, you're my guy. I'm going to stick with you until everything burns down.
It starts with the owner.
Right.
I mean, because they have to then allow the GM and the coach to work together to continue that path. You can see it really bad in the NFL when it doesn't. Emerson, you know what I'm talking about with the Jacksonville Jaguars. But there are organizations that have done it better. And there have to be hard decisions made, like Green Bay, where they go, you got to go.
Everybody's on your team.
Oh, yes.
Everyone's
so happy, man.
Everyone's on your team.
I mean, they waited until now.
Everyone.
This guy's like,
everyone.
Could have taken 2.5.
Everyone is on state. My goodness.
The Walkers.
Gracious.
The Walkers on them.
I mean, everyone.
Walk.
Walking talkers on it.
Yeah. I don't know about that. It's not good. All right. I mean, it's a good game.
So do the books end up needing Notre Dame?
No. Not right now.
Okay.
No, this game booked itself. You don't need to do anything. Just don't fall 1 or 2. Just don't fall 1 or 2. Just fall 1 or 2 either way. This isn't good. They'll be crying till the game kicks off tomorrow.
Do you think
24-23?
People aren't really betting this terrible flu virus storyline, are they? They're betting a hypothetical.
People bet things for crazy reasons.
This
People
is-
out there 100%.
I mean,
There's that got legs.
well, there's some
we
players.
dismiss
Some
that.
players have
you guys even
some players
consider
have the flu, but it's backups and special teams guys. Like, you telling me that Leonard's got the flu? He's puking right now in a toilet somewhere. Okay, I might actually stop and listen to you. But other than that, I don't know. I
When's
mean,
the last time you puked in the toilet? I mean,
recently. It was recently. Yeah. 100% recently. Yeah, recently.
you want to go play football after you did it?
I'm saying Riley Leonard doing that.
I know. But I mean,
Special
like,
teams backup for Notre Dame, I don't care. Some kid's going to sit on the sidelines and stare at the game and feel queasy during the game. What do I care? Doesn't impact anything to me.
I was
Starters.
always a good boot and rally guy in college. I really was. I didn't like it, but I could boot and rally right away.
And you force the boot? Or just naturally have the boot come?
Yeah, I mean, no. There were times I had to force
You
it.
pull the trigger?
Yeah. I mean, listen, kids, it happens.
Pulling the trigger is wrong.
Oh God! I remember the first time I had to do that. They're like, "Just do it." I'm like, "I can't."
Get it out of you. Just get it
One
out
of
of
my
you.
fraternity brothers like, "I'll do it for you."
Oh,
now. I'm like, what get away from me? No,
Where's
come
that finger been?
Yeah,
thank
right,
you.
exactly.
I want no part of
on.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Pulling the trigger is never something. If I can avoid doing that, I'll do that every time. But
But I know how bad I feel.
no, you just take an IV and go play. You're young. Take an IV and go play. What's the problem? Come on.
I mean, maybe people bet it.
It's the biggest game of your life. Again, is it Love? Is it Abdul Carter? Is it Leonard? Is it like who's sick? I need to know who is sick before I ever put money behind it. If it's just
I'm
hey,
not
by the way,
going to tell you.
somebody on the roster for the Irish is sick. Somebody.
Yes, they are. Yes.
Okay, someone's sick on every team in football. Like someone gets sick all the
In
time.
January, there's a lot of people sick.
It's 100 kids.
Yeah.
You got 100 kids. You're gonna have
Yeah.
some kids who are sick. Some kids who are just dealing with viruses. Mono, a flu bug, a cold. Like
Yeah.
we're betting off this information. Like what are we doing? I don't.
There's only 2 games left after today.
Right.
Tomorrow's game and then the championship game. People are betting off all reports. I mean, you see what's happening? See that third headline down on that screen?
Yeah.
Ravens rule out
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers.
I told you.
I know, but
I told
people are betting that.
That's a player who's actually out. That's Lamar Jackson's top target. Like that's a real thing. Lamar Jackson not having Zay Flowers is a real thing.
Don't give me
The
hope.
flu that may or may
Please
not
don't
be.
give me hope.
I think there is hope. I mean, the
There's-
flu is a hypothetical. This is real. Zay Flowers is out with a knee injury. He can't play against Pittsburgh. Does a wide receiver move the number?
No, but the fact that he could be a real problem for Pittsburgh's defense, but it also him being out affects the offense drastically, the pass offense.
Right.
Somebody will go, give me the 10s. But the 10s are gone. There's no more 10s.
Oh, really?
They're all 9.5.
Okay.
So that's that they're betting on that.
Teaser special coming.
Oh, yeah.
Teaser special.
Oh, yeah.
Give me the 9. Teaser special.
Yeah.
Zip right down to 3.
Yeah.
And so that number keeps coming down. I'm okay with that. I don't know. This is all about if you take out the running game for the Ravens, I mean, I'll be worried. The passing attack, Lamar's been tremendous. I mean, he's just been outstanding. But the running game is really why, because they got to stop Derrick Henry. So that's enabled the passing attack to be as lethal as it's been. You still have Mark Henry. You still have Bateman. Mark Andrews, sorry. You still have Rashad Bateman. You still have big weapons for the Ravens. Like it's not like they're going to be completely undermanned.
I know.
So I mean,
I don't want to get overly excited about it.
to win, you aren't winning the game. The cover is what I'm talking about. It's too many points. Like 10 points is bonkers. 9.5 points is bonkers. What are we doing?
How many points are the Steelers going to score? That's
Well-
my point. They don't get more than 17.
Yeah, this has been
It's 28-17 final, and it's a wrap.
my point. This has been my point with the Ravens for a while. That everybody thinks the Ravens defense is the same as it was in October, and it's not. They have been getting better and better and better every single week. They've been playing. Their secondary has been getting better and better and better every week. They're not getting diced the way they're getting. They were the worst pass defense in football, and people think that's the same defense today. that was ranked in October when they were the worst pass defense in football. They're not anymore. So I think they're making adjustments, and we're seeing Harbaugh making changes that I'm with you. I think the Ravens defense can shut you guys down offensively.
Right.
And Russell Wilson has been exposed again. So you guys can't run the ball. We talked about this the first time that they played the Ravens. You can't run the ball.
It's going to be a problem.
If you can't run the ball in the playoffs, you can't win.
It's going to be a problem.
So I'll be very curious to see what the running attack is, because Najee Harris is a complete and total enigma this year. Like, he was supposed to be the future of that whole entire offense. He was supposed to be built. He was supposed to build around Najee Harris.
Yeah.
And you guys look like running the football is something you want to do 0% of the time.
Najee didn't even get the ball. I don't know
well, why would you? Why did you give him the ball? I wouldn't give him the ball.
Why?
Because there's no success. It's like 3.1 yards a carry.
Got to give him the ball.
Well, you got to commit to the run, which is hard to do because your offense isn't scoring. So it's hard to commit to the run and go 3 and out to get booed off the field constantly. So that's the problem. And Justin Fields should be playing.
Hope he plays tomorrow or Saturday.
Justin Fields should be playing.
I hope he sees a couple packages, something in there.
No way.
I think he will.
Justin Fields is going to play.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he's going to play. Yeah.
I mean, that's the right move.
Yeah.
But I don't.
He's going to play.
Isn't that a massive indictment on S2?
Put it in the chat, boys. You guys think we'll see Justin Fields on Saturday?
More than 3 snaps.
Yeah, more than trying to just get one first down. Right? Like they bring him in on 3rd and 1 when everybody knows he's doing something. I think they do. I think he has more plays than you think. Yeah.
Offshore friends are reporting they have moved now to Penn State -1. Half the cash is on Penn State. 55% on Penn State.
Game books itself. It's a dream.
Well, books need the Irish
An
now.
absolute dream.
Offshore, the books need the Irish now. All the money's coming on Penn State.
Might.
Some need the Irish. So a little bit of a flip change there. It's not just tickets.
Field looks great.
Well, it's Miami. It should look great. This is this is the showcase of it all. Isn't it funny though that?
Oh yes.
Why wouldn't they wear blue? They're the road team.
What do you mean?
Are you guys the road team? You guys are the road team.
We're the higher seed. We wear the home uniform.
I thought white was your home uniform.
No.
Blue's your home uniform?
I'm wearing the home uniform.
Okay. All right.
What are you talking about?
I assume
trying to get me off.
I assume whiteout is so Penn State's white.
So the irony of the whiteout most of the time at home is
they wear blue.
The fans are wearing white and the home team's wearing
blue.
The dark uniform.
That's weird. Why do you do that? That's strange.
I don't know. It just looks better. 100,000 people in white.
Oh, there's no debating that. I helped to get that done at Creighton University.
You did?
Yeah, they'd never done whiteouts before. I was like, why aren't we doing whiteouts? And so we got it. I have a gigantic picture of the first ever whiteout that was given to me because I did this rant for like I don't know how many weeks on my radio show.
And they said, do it.
I have to do it. I finally got with marketing.
Probably said this.
So shut them up. Yes. So now they do a pink out, a white out, a blue out. They do 3 now.
I saw the blue out last year.
They do blue outs, pink, and they do checkerboard too. And so they took it from there, and they really do. Now Creighton does it a ton, and it looks really cool.
It's great.
17,000 people all wearing different color shirts. Or the pink out is really neat because Teresa, Coach McDermott's wife, is recovery from breast cancer.
Oh wow!
So
okay,
she's
the pink out is special.
Pink out.
That's
Oh yeah,
awesome.
really special. And they auctioned the jerseys off afterwards, and the auction Coach Mac's shoes off afterwards. And I think they've raised over $1 million for breast cancer research.
Okay.
With Creighton with the pink outs. So yeah, but the white out is what they never did any of that stuff under Dana Altman because Coach Altman didn't like any of that stuff. Coach is so old school.
What do you think about the total of the game tonight?
Under. First half under 23.5. I couldn't figure out what happened last night with FanDuel. They were way off market. They were 2 points higher than everybody else last night.
In the first half.
So it was juicy. It was minus 138, but they weren't moving it because Vegas was 21.5. Everyone was at 21.
That's the number.
21.5. So, and I got 23.5 last night.
Wow.
So I'm on the first half.
So they stuck on that? They didn't move the number?
Just moved the juice.
I just don't understand it.
They just moved the juice, and they were off market significantly by 2 points.
Well, that's what it was when it opened.
Oh, okay.
So there's 2 schools of thought. Like you leave it on the number and move the juice.
Okay.
which is a very small percentage of people that actually are in the business would do, or they move the number. So, because the original total was 46.5 or 47, so half correlates to 23.5 first half.
Oh.
So that's where that number came from.
Okay.
Like, that's what started. And, you remember Robert Walker. He started doing it with NBA totals.
Oh.
And everybody was like, what is this? And kind of to this day, like, it's what claim to fame.
Really?
Like, yeah. He's like, I'm not moving these numbers. I'm moving the juice. Because they're just trying to get me to move the numbers because they're trying to middle me. And they know that number's going to move 4 points, and then it's going to come back. So he just would stick with a number. Yeah.
That looks good.
That does look good.
That looks good.
Right.
Look at that. We always love when you guys put us on the on big screen TVs. We always appreciate that.
Fantastic.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks very.
Shot looks good. They got the lights coming up. They got the big screen behind us on.
Well, we got open in 5 minutes here at Red Tail. So we got people who are actually hanging out here looking to get in to go and get their drink on here for CES. And
had a guy show up with the jib, too. Did you see that? That's called the jib camera right there.
yeah, that's Resorts World's
It is.
marketing, social media team. So coming in to do that. So
Love it.
4 o'clock, we will open and we will take you right up to kickoff here at about 4:45 Pacific time, 7:45 Eastern time. We'll take you right up to kickoff between Penn State and Notre Dame here from Miami. Who's going to have more fans in the building, in your opinion? This ticket became way more expensive than the game tomorrow. Get-in price for this game is $200. Get-in price for tomorrow night is $100.
In Texas?
Weather is a huge problem.
Oh.
It is a gigantic, huge problem.
Oh,
the Midwest
no.
is getting buried. Like buried.
Really?
I had a buddy of mine trying to drive from Oklahoma down to Texas, and he couldn't do it. He had to stop and stay over because the weather's so bad.
Come on over. Yeah.
Alexa's going to stop on by.
Yeah, this is great.
All right, go ahead and sit.
Put that on. Sit right in that chair,
Yep.
please. Look right in that camera. What's your name?
Alexa.
Hi, Alexa.
Hi, Alexa. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you excited about this football game tonight?
I'm so excited.
Are you really? Who's playing?
I don't know.
All right, that's okay. No,
That's
Alexa.
fine. Dave
It's
is being a
Penn
jerk.
State. I'm dressed in Penn State stuff,
Yes.
and they're playing Notre Dame.
Okay, so we want Penn State to win.
No,
No,
I want Notre Dame to win.
we want Notre Dame to win.
No, we want Penn State to win. Yeah.
I want
We're
everybody to win.
There you go. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
So, just give the people we're on TV and radio all over the place right now. But like, what's going on in here tonight?
So tonight we're expecting a lot of people to come in and watch the game with us. All the couches will probably be sold out.
Nice.
It's a fun environment. If you guys want to come down, we're located in Resorts World. We're called Red Tail. It's super cool.
Best thing on the menu is what?
Chicken nachos.
Oh,
I know. I
okay.
love them. They're so good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go with them.
Yes.
Do you have wings here?
We do.
Are the wings good?
Super good. A lot
Okay.
of people like our wings.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now we know we're eating. Have a good show. We're
Chicken
gonna
nachos and
hang
wings.
out and watch the game.
Yes, please.
So we'll be here.
Yes, please.
Are you working tomorrow?
I am working tomorrow.
We're here
Okay.
tomorrow?
So we need a prediction.
Okay.
And Penn State or Notre Dame?
Let's
Tonight.
go tonight.
Yeah.
Let's do Penn State tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite NFL team?
I don't really watch.
You don't watch
There you
football?
go.
I'm more of a baseball girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's your baseball
Favorite
team?
baseball team?
Dodgers.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
That's-
Eh.
That's a,
champs. Yep.
Yeah.
Take the champs. I get you. I get
Yeah.
that. I get that. What do you think will happen here if we are coming here and hanging out?
Yeah.
What's the best way to come here and hang out at Red Tail? What would you do? Like
What would I do?
what's the night here? How do you do it?
You come here. You order chicken nachos.
Okay.
Okay.
You order wings.
Yep.
Maybe a beer
Okay.
or the beach bunny.
You have those beer
Oh.
towers though,
Yeah,
right?
we have huge beer towers.
Okay.
Super yummy.
We got that. You got
Yeah.
the video. Do people go crazy with the video games or like the Papa Shot?
Yeah, so our most famous one right now is this golfing one. We just put it in actually, but everybody goes crazy over
There's
it.
Golden
Golden
Tee.
Tee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Anybody
get-
break the wrist yet?
Not yet.
All
No.
right, it'll happen. You'll have some drunk dude that's going to break his wrist like
Or
Golden
you
Tee.
catch your finger.
Oh,
in that-
I've done
in
that.
hole.
I've done
hurts.
that.
You catch the thumb in there.
Yeah.
that hurts. Yeah.
I have done that for sure. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by.
Awesome. Thank
We look
you
forward to
guys.
seeing
We'll be
you
here
here tomorrow
today
too.
and
Yes.
tomorrow, so we'll check on that.
Come ask for
prediction
you.
Yes.
Come ask for Alexa. Come in here. Red Tail.
Bye, guys.
Appreciate
Thank
you being
you.
here. Thank you very much for being here. It's always fun live from Red Tail. Dave's going to grab people and throw them down and have a conversation. The guy with the hell yeah jacket. I always talk to him. I don't know what that jacket is. It's just hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if he's a Stone Cold Steve Austin fan or not, but
Oh,
that's
wow.
quite the interesting deal. Yeah, those beer towers are over there. That's quite interesting.
Is that our guy Kelvin?
It is our guy.
What's
wow.
up?
What are you doing? That's good to see him.
Hanging
Look at
out.
that,
Haven't
everyone.
seen him.
All
That's
right.
good.
What's
Good to
going
see
on?
him. All right.
Come back. Yeah. Come back and say hi.
Whatever.
We got you. We're here today and tomorrow, like you know. So we're all. I like the first half under. Do you like the game under?
Yeah, I do. I've been saying all week, first team to 24 wins.
First team to 24
First
wins.
team to 24 wins. 24-20, 24-21.
Okay.
I think it goes like that. So that would lead to the first half under. Yes. I think there's going to be. I don't want to say there's going to be one of those like memorable plays that's going to flip this game.
Can we just say this game's gonna be boring?
I think it's going to be a
This is gonna
great
be a snooze fest.
defensive.
This is gonna be a snooze fest. This
Think
is
so?
Yeah, this game is gonna be. Neither team has extremely explosive players on offense. The best players are on defense in this game, not offense. Both quarterbacks want to run the ball more than they want to throw the ball. Both teams want to run the ball overall more than they want to throw the ball. The wideouts are, they're talented, but they're not like none of these guys are playing on Sunday as like household
Not right
names,
now.
as household names.
No.
Like they're like third and fourth string wide receivers in the NFL. They're guys that are like just roster fillers in the NFL. They're good, they'll get paid, but I'm not going to go, oh my God, 40,
Tyler Warren's an NFL
yes, he's a tight end or an H-back or what. I mean, he's not a wideout. He's not a wide receiver. He's a weapon. He's a Swiss Army knife weapon. He's the most versatile guy in football.
The running backs are the best players offensively for both teams.
How
I
healthy
think
is Love?
Find out early. Find out very early. I just don't want it to be where Aller makes the mistake that costs the game.
That's what's going to happen.
Like
I think
because Leonard
that's my handicap.
hasn't been making that mistake.
He hasn't been needing to throw the ball.
Correct. Which I think why I am dressed in Penn State stuff, but why, after talking about it with some people, that I think because he hasn't, that could be the thing that causes the game to flip. He throws the pick when he has to, down, 3rd and 8, hit, tip, whatever, fumble, something, and that flips the game. I kind of want to will it into existence too. Don't get me wrong. Like, I want this ride to continue to Atlanta for Penn State. And
Do
so
you
I'm a little
want? Here's a question.
cloudy.
Here's a question. I'm going to tell you right now. Would you rather lose this game or the national championship?
100%.
If you have to lose one of them, which one would you want to lose?
100% the national championship.
Really?
Yeah.
Just say because you're there?
Yeah.
That hurts like hell.
I know, but you have to have the opportunity. Without the opportunity, it doesn't. I mean,
Yeah, but the opportunity, I'm telling you, guaranteeing. Here's Almanac. I'm telling you, Irish or Penn State's going to lose to Ohio State in the national title game. You're going to lose to one of your conference rivals in the national championship game.
one time. Beat them one time.
But I'm telling you, you're going to lose. I'm not saying.
You already know. You got the
already know.
almanac?
I'm telling you right now, you are going to lose. Would you rather lose this game or the next game?
The next game.
Wow.
Ask the chat. What would you guys want to do? If you're a Penn State fan tonight, would you rather lose tonight or would you rather lose the championship?
It's better for recruiting to lose the championship game, but from a fan base, to have James Franklin rip the ball like Lucy, this is Lucy with the football on steroids, to have you win one big game, to win over Notre Dame, and to lose to Ohio State. Goodness gracious.
Look at the chat. Jimmy Football lose the national championship. Ronler always want to make the final regardless. CBW losing the title. J. Dalbet's even losing the Natty. The boys
Ouch.
know.
It sucks to
Juice.
lose. It sucks to lose the Super Bowl.
Championship.
As a Patriot fan,
There's chip.
as a Patriot fan, I would so much rather lose. Losing the Super Bowl sucks.
Yeah, only because
It
how many
sucks.
times did you lose the AFC Championship? You son of a-
AFC Championship game, we really never lost.
Exactly. You don't even know what we're talking
Yes, I
about.
do. The Ravens,
Yeah,
the
AFC
Ravens beat the
Championship.
Patriots. The Colts beat the Patriots. I've seen the Patriots lose. I've seen them
Like
lose
twice
playoff
in your
games.
life.
The Pats have lost playoff
That
games.
gut-wrenching kick in the nut donkey kick, you know where, is losing that championship game.
Nope. Losing the Super Bowl is way worse. It's way worse. It's way worse. Yes. I've sat through five losses in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
it
you
is
won
way
6.
worse. Yes, we've lost 5. Losing to the Bears was horrific. I would rather have lost to the Dolphins than lose 45-10 to the Bears. Losing to the Packers and watching Desmond Howard go ahead and do a Heisman thing and give Brett Favre his 1 championship sucked. I would have rather lost in the AFC Championship game. Having the Philly special be something I the rest of my damn life
That was good.
horrific.
Yeah,
Absolutely
that was
disgusting to have to sit there and deal. And then the 2 New York Giant bonehead dink plays that listen to that clown fan base talk to us, and Eli Manning is a Hall of Fame quarterback like hell he is. Okay, so you wind up having these situations where having that loss, I would have rather take anything except having to watch the damn helmet trap.
Newbie saying in the chat, he's doing a great job of keeping the boys engaged and everything in the chat. That you guys, thank you for being here. I know it's BBB prime time and it's awesome, and I'm watching it best I can. The loss for the Eagles in the Tampa Bay in the NFC
Last year.
Championship, or losing the Super Bowl to the Patriots. I mean,
Take the Tampa loss every time your quarterback pukes on the field.
No,
Literally threw up on the field.
you're favored to win the game. Like the loss to the Patriots for the Steelers in the AFC Championship when they were 9-point favorites hurt way worse than losing to the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. The loss at home to the Chargers and Stan Humphries hurt way more than losing the Super Bowl to the Packers. I'm telling you.
It does it for us.
Oh.
Losing a championship is gut wrenching. It is horrible. To make the last game,
You lose any of them at home?
Everyone's
You lost the
watching.
one to the Ravens at home. Right? The Ravens came up to New England and won.
Oh yeah,
The AFC Championship.
no. That was the first round of the playoffs. That was the first playoff game.
Oh,
That was over quick. That was the first. That was Ray Rice, 80 yards to the house.
Man, that was
See you later.
that was
Game
a
over.
Tremendous.
We literally game was over before we beers. Game was over. It was like, oh shoot, what just happened? 80 yards to the house. Okay. We're in trouble, and never recovered from that whatsoever. So
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather lose this game. Everyone watches you in the championship. Everyone gets to remember it, taunt you. No one remembers.
It's such a
The fan base is fan remembers this. The general public's not going to remember you guys losing to the Irish, but they will remember you losing to Ohio State, and they will talk about
again next year. We'll beat them then.
when are you beating Ohio State?
Next season.
Not this year, not next year. You're not beating Ohio State for a
They
long
go to
time.
Ohio State next year.
Right? Sure.
They're going to have a lot of turnover.
Sure. Yeah. Ohio State's going to buy anywhere they need. They'll pay. And they'll get it.
That's true.
It's a big problem. Got a big problem. And by the way, that freshman wideout's still there. So he's going to be a sophomore.
Kid's going to be a problem.
So, he's a big problem.
He's a
And
big
Warren's
problem
gone for you this year.
Yeah.
So your whole offense is basically him.
They win this game, they're going to open that collective money up even more. Go get us a couple wideouts. Go get this. Go get that.
I think you lose this game, they're going to do the same thing anyway. I think Penn State will. I think there's people who really are afraid with James Franklin, but they don't know what to do with it because I think you have 2 coaches that are in the most unique set of circumstances. Mike Tomlin and James Franklin are mirror images of each other. They both win. They both do what you want them to do. They're both stand-up guys. They're both coaches that if your son grew up to play for him and became like him, you would feel comfortable and happy about the man he turned into. Yet they both can't win the big game. And fan bases both want to run him out of town. Because if Mike Tomlin loses to the Ravens, your fan base is going to want to fire him. And if James Franklin loses tonight, Penn State fans are going to be calling your postgame show saying it's time to fire
Not
him.
if it's competitive. If they get blown out tonight, it's going to get ugly.
They lose, period. People are going to call for his
If they
head.
lose by 10 or more, it's going to be like, oh, there it goes, and they're going to start. It's going to be nonstop. That's why. I don't want them to lose another game. I don't want to lose tonight. I want to lose in the national championship. I don't want to lose tonight.
Okay.
Not ready for
It's,
this.
it's possible. I mean, look, it's a small number. This is going to be a way more competitive game than tomorrow night in my mind. I think Texas covers backdoor cover potentially, but I don't think they're going to be in the game.
Six everywhere.
Yeah, Ohio State's just on a different level right now, and Texas's defense is really good. But if they don't play the game of their life against Ohio State, they may be toast, like double-digit toast type loss. It might get really, really ugly. But I think tonight's game's going to be competitive. Tonight's game's going to be close. But I think it's going to be low scoring. I think one or two plays may come in to determine the outcome. And frankly, I don't trust James Franklin to make the right call, and I don't trust Drew Aller to make the right read either. So the pass rush is the whole thing. If the pass rush for the Irish is in Aller's face,
it's going to be a problem.
He's in deep trouble. The team's in trouble.
Screen. We're going to throw it to Singleton.
The Irish, that's a lot of speed on that defense. They can fly around. I mean, look at Georgia. Georgia tried the same thing. Georgia tried to do that. They tried to do the screen game. Stockton couldn't do it. They couldn't complete the screens because the speed for the Irish, their linebackers and their safeties were so good and so ready to read that if Penn State tries the same game plan, if I'm Penn State, I'm chucking the ball deep in the first two series. I'm going
You got to
home.
take a shot early.
I'm going home run early.
You got to take a shot early just to let them know you can do it.
Stretch it out.
Just to let them know you can do it.
And frankly, I mean, if I have 44 against anybody, I like my chances.
Say hi to Rick J. He said he hasn't been here in a while and he misses these guys.
Hi, Rick J.
What's up, Rick J? Good to see you,
Mrs.
sir.
Redtail?
No, Rick J is in the chat.
Mrs. Redtail, Mrs. Us.
Us.
Oh, hi. Hi, Rick.
I mean, unless he hangs out at Redtail, I don't
I
know.
don't know. Who are you missing?
We're going to have to get a BVB corner of Redtail, I think, if we continue to do this. This is going to be good. This won't be the last time we're here.
No, I mean, I'm super excited because I can hang tonight and watch this
Yeah.
game. I can't hang tomorrow night. I can only hang for a little while. So
I just got a text because I thought the kids were coming down.
Okay.
They're going back to college on Saturday.
Okay. No.
Somehow, Kendall, she's so smart. They handed out coupons for tickets to each individual kid to go see Disney on Ice.
Oh. Okay.
And she's like, one of her friends said, well, I'm not going to go. Do you want the thing too? Or do you want mine? And Kendall was like, yeah, I'll take it. But whatever one that Kendall got was for 4 tickets.
Oh, wow. Free?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they're all going tonight. We used to go with the kids every year.
Very cool.
To that was our thing.
Yeah.
When they went back to school in the spring, Disney on Ice was here this first week, or second week of January every year. So we would go and make it a big deal and whatever.
Very nice.
So,
It's so
the
different.
older ones are like, oh, yeah, we want to go. Jess wanted to come here and watch the game.
Uh-oh.
So she's going to. So
Oh,
I got to
okay.
pass.
All right, there you go. It's funny. My mom asked my daughter, do you want to go see Disney on Ice in Boston while we were back at home?
Right.
Tickets are $150
What?
a pop in Boston.
At TD Garden?
There's your difference between New England and Vegas in terms of they're giving away 4 tickets.
They're giving them away.
Giving them away in Boston, and my daughter said no thanks.
I mean, for $150, she did the right thing.
She said thanks, no thanks.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Proud of you, Maddie.
My,
That's good.
my mom was like, they're not cheap. They're really expensive. Does Madeline want to go? I'll buy them. I was like, Maddie, you want to go to Disney on Ice? No, I don't want to go. So it was like, okay. But she didn't want to go. So
Wow.
I think Maddie would go. She might go free. Disney on Ice is really fun. And she figure skates too. So I was like, Maddie, it's figure skating. Like it's like, yeah, it's not real figure skating. They're in costumes. I'm like, yeah, but it's still figure skating.
Yeah, but some of the routines are really good, especially in those costumes.
It's hard to hell do it.
It really is.
Absolutely. So I don't know. I mean, I think that there's differences in terms of like the interest level. So here, I mean, is that Thomas and Mack or T-Mobile?
It's at Thomas and Mack.
Okay. So there you go. Thomas and Mack. So it's even less tickets, new seats. They're still giving away, which is wild.
Well, no, they're a little bit less, but like they don't put anybody upstairs.
Oh, okay.
It's
You guys are playing the Oilers tonight?
Yeah.
You're gonna get smoked, are you not?
Yeah.
They killed the Bruins. They killed.
Remember
them.
I said 4-1? It was 4-0.
Yeah, they killed the Bruins.
Yeah.
That was. I watched that game going like,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
Like there's a big discrepancy between talent of
Yeah.
Edmonton and Boston. Like this. not anywhere near on the same way. Right. So, all right, so we're 30 minutes from kickoff. We're going to take you here all the way out to kickoff here on BVB. So if you guys want to hop in the chat, we talked about it before. You guys can literally play name your topic. If you want to have us talk about something, if there's a bet you guys are curious about, fire away. If there's a pick in this game you want us to talk about, if there's a game tonight that we haven't discussed yet as of yet, go ahead. If there's a prop in this game you want us to get into, go ahead and fire away here in the chat, and we'll do our best to go ahead and jump in. I'll be curious because I think tomorrow night we're getting the food brought to us tomorrow night. Oh. You want to get Julian? That's Julian. Oh, is it? You want to put Julian? Julian, do you want to come talk? Do you want to come talk? Oh, he said no. He said no. All right, that's fine.
All right, that's fine.
Come on tomorrow. Everything's great.
All good. Everything's great, man. Thank you.
We're good. You get that look of like I ain't talking. Yeah, I ain't talking to you too. Like what are you?
Alexis did a great job.
She did. Yeah, that's great. But Julian's why we're here. So
right, thanks, Julian.
He's running around, and so it's like, you want to come on in. Second bowl meeting.
CES this year. So for a lot of people, you guys don't know, it's a consumer electronics show. It's the biggest show in the world.
This is the first time the Irish have played Penn State in my life. 1976 in a bowl game. In a bowl game. In a game that matters.
2007 was the last time they played at Penn State. Penn State returned a punt and white out.
Regular season games.
Yeah. Before all that, the regular season games were bigger than the bowl game.
1988 and 1986. We're talking about two fan bases living in the past. Irish and Penn State.
1995.
You didn't win it then.
Should have.
But you should have, but you didn't.
Nebraska.
But you did. Huskers won that year.
Who's the MVP of this game tonight? Kristen is asking. I don't know. I think it's one of the running backs. I really think it's.
I think it's Riley Leonard.
If Notre Dame wins, it's probably Riley Leonard.
Fair.
If Penn State wins, I think it's Katron Allen, or I think it's Nick Singleton.
Allen's been better than Singleton.
I'm telling you,
better. I mean,
when you watch in person, Singleton is the big hitter. Like the long could go anywhere,
right?
But man, Allen makes guys shed off of him. He takes hits after contact. He still goes. I was so impressed in person with him. I kept telling Smoke, I'm like, give 13 the ball. Right. Give him the ball. He's wearing them out. Right. Like he's that back that you need. Like he has to have a good game. Singleton could,
right,
and Singleton could have one 65-yard run for a touchdown,
right.
But Allen has to wear that defense. He's got to make it hard to tackle him in the first, second, and third quarter. So it is hard in the fourth.
I'll be curious too. I mean, we've already
Penguins up 1-0. Thank you, Santana.
We talked about it already. We talked about the first half under. Eron Sean's asking you the first half under.
First half under 23.5 minus 124. There you go. Field goal under 45.5. How's the wind? Check the wind.
15-mile-per-hour breeze.
Oh, really?
Nothing too crazy. Breezy, but nothing nuts. Typical breeze. Guys,
what about the wind here, brother?
It's disgusting. It's horrible. It's absolutely awful. I can't stand it. It blows you over. Like literally, you walk outside. Like, what is going on? I can't hear myself think. It's so loud. A couple things Redtail wants you guys to know. They are the home of the UFC Fan Fest and watch parties here, including Sugar Sean O'Malley, who is known to come in here and hang out. UFC 311, it's Saturday, January 18th. There will be a watch party for that pay-per-view here. They have all the pay-per-views here at Redtail. And 312 will happen on Saturday, February the 8th. We'll also have it as well. We're here.
That's Super Bowl weekend?
Dana always does that.
He has
always does it. Saturday night pay-per-view for the Super Bowl. Always does it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He always does it. And he sometimes does it in the
Is that going to be a good card?
February 8th. On the January 18th card is tremendous.
Okay.
February 8th card, I got to remember what it is. The good card tomorrow night, or Saturday night rather, here in Vegas. Mackenzie Dern fight. It's a good card on Saturday night. But both for that on that. You got the college football playoffs, but not only that, they're going to have a party on Monday, January the 20th, for the Monday night game here. Pro football, every round, every game right here at Redtail, and then they're going to have a big party for the thing we can't talk about, the big game, on Sunday, February the 9th, coming up here. Happy hour begins here in 45 minutes. $2 wings, 6 minimum. I'm hammering that.
Okay.
$3 16-ounce draft beers, $2 appetizers coming up as well. And they have the best beer special on property here for Resorts World. The food here is tremendous, and they've got karaoke. The private rooms. I don't know if you guys can see behind me.
Oh.
Do you guys see right here? It says on air. This little area right here, that's a private room. There's multiple that you can rent out here in town.
Oh.
And you can literally create your own customized, like different partition, how many people you have. But you can do karaoke in there. You can do straight up like
They
karaoke
took us
party.
through last time when we were here, and I was like, yeah, if we can organize a BB again,
This is what we're doing in that room.
we'll do it right, like, 30, 40, 50 people in there, and we kind of are walled off, own server, a wall of TVs that we control, audio, and then you can do all that stuff. I mean, it is a hell of a setup, boys and girls. Yeah, it's on the docket. Well, let's put it that way. We'll keep that one in the back pocket.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
know we got a bunch of people that are going to.
Do you do karaoke?
Never. I've never done it. I love the rap, but I can't sing the rap.
You know what I think is really funny about this game tonight with Notre Dame and Penn State?
What?
So, like, the content creator world, like, there's certain people that you know that you want to be on the other side of. Like, there's so many people going back and forth. And, like, the people that you want to be on the other side of are on the opposite sides of this game, and they're fighting with each other on Twitter. It's really funny.
I don't even know it's
really funny
right now.
It's really funny.
The streets of Twitter are getting ugly.
They really are.
They're getting very ugly.
It's like, people thumbing their nose. Like, some people are so, like, not self-aware. They're like, there's a couple guys right now on Twitter are going like, I'm glad that I'm on this side of this person. And I'm like, don't you understand that people, like, do that to you all the time? They're like, they want to be on the opposite side of you. So you being on Penn State right now isn't a good thing. So, like, going after Book It with Trent would not be like, oh, thank God I'm on the opposite side of Book It with Trent. Like, do you know that, like, you're that guy for a lot of people?
Yeah.
They want to be on the opposite side of you. These big games bring out a lot of interesting things in people. And you're right about the books booking them, the game books itself. The books don't care. Books are like, sure, we're good. Either way, who's going to win? We're all good. I need more scoring.
Jimmy Football said he's moving to Vegas now.
Let's do it.
That's it. He's done.
Vermont.
Jimmy, you'll get the red carpet treatment. If you come out and hang out with us, Roger came out.
He did.
Hung out. He did it. A big trip, first time in 45 years. Brought his kid, drove him around. I mean, I haven't got a text from you, Roger, in a long time, but he texted me after that. I was very surprised because he said he was never going to do text.
Oh, right.
So I don't know if he did it again. But Jimmy, you're not too old to come out to Vegas. You can see a lot of fun things. Be fun.
I need more offense between Vermont and UMass Lowell. It's 36-34 Lowell at the moment. Live total is 127.5. So I might need overtime to get over 136.
Wow.
For those two teams. So we need some offense to get going between those two arch rivals in American East basketball.
The boys are putting in their jam for what they would sing. Like Vinny Konowinski said, Starship, nothing going to stop us now is his karaoke jam. Are you a karaoke guy?
No, but I did the meanest thing ever to Dan Bach when he sung.
Oh, that's a bad story.
When he sung karaoke. Yeah, so if you guys in the DFS world know Dan Bach. Dan and I worked in Huntsville, Alabama together.
Wasn't nice.
I was the morning show. Dan was the midday show. We were both in our early 20s, single. So we went out to a bar, and we wound up getting rather drunk, and we were hanging out. And there was a guy who listened to both of our shows, and he was the DJ of karaoke. And he's like, hey, Dan, come on, why don't you come up here and do a song? And, like, talked him up and got him all, like, feeling good about himself. And so Dan's like, he's like, what song do you want to sing? And Dan's like, My Sharona. And so Dan sings My Sharona in, like, the most horrific sounding singing voice you could ever dream of. Drunk, out of key, horrific, just slurring. And so after it's over, we're all back to drinking and hanging out. I got a tap on my shoulder. And I'm like, hey, it's the DJ. And he slides across the table a CD and says, I taped that. I went, you did what? He goes, I taped that. And so the next morning, I bumped in and out of every break with Dan singing My Sharona on radio. And so Dan's driving into work.
He's hearing himself. He didn't know. Oh.
So he's hearing himself driving to work. So
I hope he came in one of the features.
He did, but he got me back because we played paintball. And we played paintball. Dan lit me up from about 6 feet away.
Fair.
I almost beat the hell out of him, but I said fine because
You're right. You were owed one.
I was owed one, but I wanted to beat the living hell out of him.
In the front or
I
the back?
almost did. He got me right up my back, like ding, out my back. Like hit me like 8
Did you
times.
see it coming?
No, hit me like 8 times.
Did it hurt?
Like a mother. You from 6 feet away.
Right.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
It was so painful. I was in so much. I was on the ground and then I got up and I was like, "I'm gonna kill you." And then I stopped myself and said, "All right, fine."
Right.
Like we're even. I said, I literally looked at him. I go, "We're even." I was like, "That's it. We're even."
It's fine.
He was also mad at me because I just took a girl that he liked too. So
That's always a problem.
he was not. He was not about that too. So I ended up living with her. So like,
wow, JPC the fourth said Chumbawamba.
oh my goodness gracious, that's a
Really?
horrible song.
You would do that one?
Chumbawamba.
What song would you guys sing? If you seriously, I mean, that's a tough one, no?
No, I get knocked down, but I get up again. That's easy. That's
Over and over and over.
That's easy. That's hard to do that.
Wow, Mikey also said he'll sing "You Are Not Alone" by Michael Jackson.
Anything by Michael Jackson's hard. Tough. You're gonna sing a real song?
Sing a Michael Jackson song?
No, I can't. I can't be doing that.
Penguins are up 2-0. Tell him,
Dan Alexander. Dan, you're gonna sing "The Climb" by Miley Cyrus. Can he sing?
Oh,
good.
My man, yeah.
Singing "The Climb"? But "The Climb"?
He got a little guitar. He can play.
My.
Yeah.
"The Climb" by Miley Cyrus is a good song. Yeah, it's one of those songs you need someone to redo it. Miley did it. It's a good song. It's like Miley. Oh, okay. Not a huge Miley Cyrus fan.
Oh, wow.
What?
Chicago Kristen said if she's singing karaoke, then you know how I am drunk. And Chicago John be getting title. Yeah. I mean, at some point, right? Like you reach that point, you're like, yeah, I'll just do it. Like, never. I get it.
Oh no, Francisco, are the Penguins winning to ease Dave's heart when Notre Dame wins?
Why would you say that right now?
Oh, ouch.
Why would you say that?
Oh,
Ochoa?
no.
Why would you say that?
Uh-oh.
That's not. Come on.
Is this loss painful if it happens to me?
It's going to be because, like, I got friends that are Notre Dame fans over the top. I mean, like K-Dub.
But
has already started with the Irish.
Has this team overachieved?
Who? Penn State?
Yeah.
No.
So you were expecting this team to be in the
I
Final
thought there's a horns up.
Four? Oh, yeah.
Texas guy.
Oh,
No, but like the game, I'll tell you when it started for me. The Big Ten title game.
okay.
The Big Ten title
You
game.
lost that game.
I know, but they traded blows and moved the ball
Okay.
against Oregon. Now, so did Ohio State.
Right.
But I really felt like if they scored against Ohio State and tied that game and lost by a field goal, I'm still all in. But they didn't. I was like, man, same old Franklin. But then the Big Ten title game, I got that hope back and said, look, they can figure out the offense when they need
They
to.
lost.
But they lost. Okay. But
That
you
same
saw,
old Franklin?
but no. But you saw the path. They were in anyway. They were in they were in the playoff.
Of course.
So then they got the draw,
Right. Which is where the
which it was like they're going to win. They're going to win.
it's 3-0 Penguins.
So holy crap, there we go.
Penguins are killing it. Really. Wow.
That's good.
That's stunning.
Yeah. Well, the Bruins softened them up. It's
Is
perfect.
that an adage? Is it I don't know. If they start beating up this badly, this might be either everything comes up Pennsylvania or you can't have everything at once.
It's not related to the other.
Sure. It's Pittsburgh, Penn State, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Penn State, Pennsylvania. Sure, it's related.
No, it's not. Those aren't related.
Sports gods don't give you all wins at once.
That's why Saturday is going to be so
You're
ugly.
not Boston.
Like Saturday.
Only Boston.
Oh,
All the beat
all
that.
right, here we go.
We were allowed to have multiple wins and everything.
Jimmy Football says Penn State sacks Leonard 5 times tonight. They sacked Leonard 5 times and they were winning, Jimmy.
If you hit him 5 times tonight, if you can get 5 hits on him tonight, that would be
Wait,
huge.
you don't think they're going to get to him?
Not with his ability to run. No. I mean, I think Penn State's pass rush is Carter. Only if Carter is healthy. If he's healthy, they'll get to him. But I don't know how healthy Carter is. We'll find out early about that. Penn State's offensive, Notre Dame's offensive line's been really good. Georgia couldn't get to him. Georgia couldn't get to him. So I don't know if you guys get to it. If you do, it's huge.
Des picked Penn State. Oh boy,
What's Pat on?
he's gonna pick the Irish.
You think so?
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh guy is going to take the Irish?
Yeah,
He can't go back to Pittsburgh. He doesn't. Well, because he's a pick. Because he's
West
a
Virginia.
Yeah, he's
West Virginia.
So
Yeah.
picking, which is the bigger rival for West Virginia, Pitt or Penn State?
Not even close.
Right. So he could pick Penn State.
I don't even know if Penn State and West Virginia are real rivals. I don't think either team considers. I mean, like,
Fair.
we would make fun of them and they would beat us every once in a while, but I don't really think it's a big deal.
So Saban's on the Irish, Kirk's on the Irish, Dez is on Penn State, and Pat is. I don't know what Pat's doing.
Hogging
now.
the mic, yeah.
Pat is taking his sweet ass time.
Say what it is.
As to what he wants to pick here, and he's taking Penn State. There we go. I knew he'd take Penn State.
2-2.
So they get 2-2. That makes sense. Now the tiebreaker is going to be headgear. Corso's doing headgear, right?
I don't know.
He loves your headgear, but he loves dressing up like the Irish too. So he loves doing that little dance.
He's got.
It's the Irish. All right, so he picked the Irish. Okay, he loves dressing up like the Irish.
Yeah.
He always loves to dress up. He's doing his little dance. That's awesome. There's college football. That is college football right there.
I mean, I got to be honest. If the Irish win, I must have to get one of those outfits
wow.
and root.
See,
I mean, if it's
as
Ohio State, Notre Dame.
Oh
I'm
my
going
gosh,
to
he almost lost Corso.
Oh, please. Stay up,
Oh
please.
my
Stay
gosh,
up, coach.
Corso almost went backwards. Oh gosh.
That would have been bad.
All right, guys. So last couple of moments with us here. We'll take you all the way up to kickoff, and once the game kicks, the game's going to kick here in about 10 minutes. So once we go to kickoff, after we do the national anthem, and once we do the introductions and whatnot, we'll then head off. Remember, tomorrow we are right back here once again, doing the show again from Red Tail. If you are in town and you couldn't come today, you can come tomorrow.
Absolutely.
If you're in town right now, you can come down and have a conversation with us and hang out if you would like. A bunch of people starting to roll their way in here for the game. To your point, so we're what? 4:30, 7:30 Eastern time. Yeah. I don't know if it's Vegas or there's just Midwest people, but like the buzz is not where this game should be.
No.
What's the handle in town going to be like? Light. It's going to be light.
It's going to be light. It really is. I mean, because you saw the reluctance.
Right.
Nothing happened actually until right now in a pick'em game, which is not unusual, but at the same time, kind of surprising.
Okay.
And I think,
Right, come on, dude. That's
what are you doing? What are you doing? Why would you text me that right now? You watching the show? I mean, why would you text me? No Irish. It is rude. By the way, that was a good article.
Yeah.
Where was that article at?
CasinoReports.com.
CasinoReports.com. There's an article about Matt Perrault in the show, and
It wasn't
asked about
the show, really.
raising a daughter in
Yeah.
Vegas. I mean, it was. Raskin does a good job.
He does.
He does a really good job. And,
It's an article. It's a lot of the origins. You guys know the story. If you're a brigade member, you know the story. But it's a lot of article. It's a big article on CasinoReports.com about the show, about like what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish. And
we had a good call this morning.
We had an awesome call this morning. That was exciting.
I mean, like,
it was exciting to see that. The things that are coming around and what's being talked about and kind of the vibe. It's the first week of January. And
real
it's pretty
conversations are fun.
Yeah.
A lot of the BS conversations are not, but you have to go through the BS conversations to get to the real ones. That's life. That's
True.
But that was a good conversation. Knock on wood. We got the cart. We got everything set up. The lights. The shot looks great. Newbie, unbelievable job again back in L.A. Thinking of everybody, my God, in L.A.
It's crazy because the house.
You texted me that to tell them.
So when we went to
First Super Bowl we ever went to.
if you guys remember, with BC, we went to the LA Super Bowl, and we, on a whim, we asked because props had just started. So the show started in December of 21, and the 22 Super Bowl was in LA, and we were on a call, and Dave and I both said like, "Hey, we want to go to the Super Bowl. Can we go?" And it was really late. Like it was literally like in a couple of weeks.
Right.
And we were like, I don't know. And then 2 weeks before, we circled back and said, "Hey, we want to go again." And they're like, "Well, how would you go?" And like, "We'll just go get an Airbnb and go and do the show. I'm like, all right, go find an Airbnb. So we found an Airbnb in the Hollywood Hills. And we had a 3-bedroom house. It was a $2 million house that we stayed in the Hollywood Hills. Well, there's a good shot that house is gone because the fires in the Hollywood Hills have ravaged the entire area. And the evacuation zone, the house that we rented, was right in the middle of the evacuation zone in the Hollywood Hills.
100%.
So that house is probably gone. So it's.
I stayed at the
awful.
hotel downtown. But I came out.
Yep.
We spent that night there, hanging after the dinner and all that. And it was on the side of a hill.
Yeah.
It was impossible to park. I was like, how do you live here?
But you see how the fires would jump from house to house.
Oh, my gosh.
Because they're so close together.
They were so close together.
So it just goes from house to house to house and just burns and burns and burns and burns.
Yeah.
And you just, we're talking about billions and billions of dollars of
Couldn't
damage.
believe it.
There's a restaurant that AC, you remember AC?
You posted that picture.
Yeah, AC.
Yeah.
Moonstones is a famous place in Malibu that I'm sure our guys who are in the SoCal region, you guys know what Moonstones was. It's gone. Arash put a video out. It's gone. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how the hell? One of the most famous
Newbie
restaurants.
said it yesterday on the show. He coached at Palisades High School.
Yeah.
And not only like the school, the lacrosse area and all that, the fields, the school is gone. The school is gone. So displacing schools. Just think about it with your own lives. Like your kids goes to school the day before, and then you come home and they're like, well, obviously school's canceled, and then you find out later there's no school to go to. So now what do? You're displaced. You're this, you're that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nonsense going on with people doing some crazy stuff right now with this, things happening, and I couldn't believe it. And then you said that's like, I think that house that we stayed at is good. Hard to believe.
4-1 Penguins.
Over?
In the first period. 4-1.
Yeah.
What is going on? So the Penguins are back playing over games, I guess.
Yeah.
Who's in net? Skinner? Lit up. 4 goals in the first period. Mike
Probably does not come out for the second.
Right?
Usually give up 4 in the first. You don't come out.
You don't come out. Or you get pulled in the first.
Well, a lot of times, you got to get through the first. The coach leaves you out there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Our boy CBW keeps giving us great information. David Payne Purnham's $600.8 million got bet in New York with sports books for the first week of January. The most ever in a single week since New York launched online sports betting. What's the
I think
playoffs?
the bowl games. Yeah. I think
What's the playoffs?
I think the playoffs did pretty well.
Yikes. $600 million in a week.
8 big schools, good games, hype. It's perfect. And I'm telling you, this thing is, it got to be 8 teams, but this is only going to keep growing.
I think it gets better and better and better. I think it gets more. I think we need the history. I think it's hard without history. It's hard to say, oh, remember when they choked or that play happened or that call happened. The NFL is always based on controversy or crazy plays. Dick Vitale is an Irish guy? Interesting. I think that was Dick Vitale in his Irish gear.
Yep.
I didn't know that. But I think that there's a lot of big games and big handle games set to come here in the next couple of years with this 8-team playoff, 10-team playoff, 16-team playoff, whatever we do it, because we just need the history. Because if your coach keeps on losing, people will start to watch it and bet it. If James Franklin can't win, or if Marcus Freeman can't win, or if Georgia can't get a new quarterback, or there's going to be storylines. Because in the NFL, we have it with the Bills, and we have it with teams that just can't win, right?
Do we get kids to stay at a school because they didn't win it, and let's come back here, let's stay here
and get paid. Look at Carson Beck. Carson Beck is going to transfer.
Leaving.
No, he's back. He's in the portal.
Well, he's leaving Georgia.
Yeah, he's going to stay in college because of the money.
Well, I know.
He's going to get paid.
But forget about staying in college. Stay at the school you're at. Penn State loses today.
Right.
Does that keep kids from going to the transfer portal or looking to go because there's a mission that's not finished?
Possibly.
Which I think will help.
And they'll get paid to do it.
They'll get paid. But if it means getting an extra couple $100,000 to leave versus to stay, would you stay?
Oh my God, Nicky Ceramello, is that true?
What?
Vikings-Rams game officially moved to Arizona.
Airy.
Holy
Airy puts
crap.
out, he's got
All right, book guy, what do you do with all the bets? You void them all.
No.
You don't void them all? You got to void them all.
No. So, Crazy George Panagakis asked Benson today on Twitter, and I knew this at Circa. If the game is played within 7 days, venue doesn't matter.
Oh, my.
So everything stays. So you have to check, you guys, you have to check your books. You've already bet this because now you have to rebet. It's closed. Everything. Props, everything. Some books, it's no bet. Circa is action. So if you have it, I'm guessing.
Can we go?
Yeah. Monday?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm available. Oh, we can go. Go to the game?
Tickets have got to be dirt cheap, no?
Nobody going to be there.
No one's going to go.
Yeah.
Because Ram fans aren't going. Their lives are disheveled. I mean, like, Ram fans aren't going to that game.
No.
Like, they got more important things to worry about than a football game.
It's going to be half full.
Is it 4-2 now? Or 4-1? Oh, it's 4-1. Okay.
4-1.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll cover that tomorrow, guys. Thank you for that. We'll cover that tomorrow. Notre Dame taking the field. 11-time national champs. Give me a score.
Go.
Give me a score.
Penn State 24, Notre Dame 20. Game goes under. Penn State wins outright.
23-20 Irish. Game goes under. First half under. First quarter under. Boring football game. I think Penn State, if they're going to win this game, Penn State's got to play an under game. If it goes over, it's the Irish easy. So we'll see if the game goes over. But I can't. I'm actually really psyched for this game. I'm really looking forward to it. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch.
You hungry?
I'm starving. I'm so hungry.
I'm starving. When he said it when I got here, an hour.
I cannot wait. That's why I was asking her about the wings.
I know.
Tell me how the wings are.
Happy hour.
We're going to go and knock down the wings in 2 seconds. Guys, thank you for being here. We appreciate you guys. Back tomorrow. Same place. Kind of same time. 3 o'clock live Pacific time. 6 p.m. Eastern time for day 2. Red Tail. If you're in town, come see us. He's Dave. I'm Matt. Let's go watch some football, everybody.
We are.
Semifinal number 2 tomorrow with Ohio State pregame show for Ohio State in their game, which won't be that fun against Texas. Sorry, this is how it is. Back tomorrow for another episode of the Bostonian versus the Bug.